Hey class, I'm not here today, or this can be a video for you to watch in in the future for you to be able to do the specific topic. We're going to be looking at measures of center today. This is 8D, measures of center. Measures of center is very straightforward. It's trying to, well, it's looking at data like this, okay? And it's trying to trying to find one number to describe the entire set of data in a specific way, in a specific context. It's trying to take a large group of numbers or a large group of data and try to summarize it so that it allows it to have meaning, allows the reader to read that number and knows what the meaning is for it. For measures of center, you have a variety of different ways to approach this because we have things like the mean, the mode, and the median. Some of you may have heard of these already before, since you would have done this in the previous grade. But we're going to look at this just a little bit more. The mean is very straightforward. The mean is probably the easiest one, or at least the easiest one to understand, because we've been doing it for a while, even though we may not call it the mean, but we've called it the average. Basically, it's just the average number of all of the data that you are given. Now, it's not hard to find all of the data. So the mean, you can just write the mean, is equal to sum of all the values. So you're taking a look at the values up here. All right. These are all the values. You have to add them all up, sum of all the values, and you divide it by the number of values. So how many values are there? You count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number of values is 10. So we can begin this. Now, here is where you can use your calculator. I'm okay with that because I don't want you to spend a whole bunch of time adding numbers together. That's a skill that you should already know how to do. Put this into your calculator and find out what that adds to. I'll give you a hint. Well, I'll give you the answer. It is 90 in this case, but if for the question that you're going to do, you can use a calculator for that. And there are 10 numbers there, so it's 90 divided by 10, which is 9. Okay, so the mean of this data set that's been given to you, is 9. That's how you figure out the mean. You sum of all the values divided by the number of values. If you don't want to write all of this, you can just write sum values divided by number values, and then that tells the reader of your question what you're doing there. Okay, the mode. Now, the mode is actually the easiest one to actually figure out of the three, but it might not be the most familiar one to you. Okay, the mode, remember we've been looking at frequency tables, how frequently something comes up. The mode is the data that comes up most frequently. Okay, most frequent. So if you look at that data set, like we have been up here, okay, this data set, we look for the number that appears the most out of all the other numbers. Okay, in this case, I see 2 instances of 15, and every other number has 1 instance of it. So 15 appears most frequently. So the mode is just 15 because it's the one that appears most frequently. So the mode is sort of a average of sorts, or it's trying to communicate information about this graph of this data set. Okay, it's trying to communicate that 15 is an important number to look at, especially if the number appears more frequently than that. Sometimes that information is very meaningful. Okay, so that's how we find the mode. Just notice I just wrote mode equals 15. That's it, because it's one that appears most frequently. Median is one of the harder ones, probably out of the three. So here's what you do with the median. First, define median, order the data set in ascending order. That means from the lowest number to the highest number. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do it. I'll show you how I would do it. I look at the 1, that's definitely the smallest, and I cross it out, because then in my head I go, okay, I'm not going to use the 1 anymore. Then I put the 2, because that's obviously the second smallest. Then I put the 11, because that's the third smallest. Then 13, then 16, then 18. And I'm done. I've ordered the data set, but I haven't found the median yet. I've just ordered the data set. Oh, actually, I forgot 14. I should probably put the 14 in there. 14, 16, 18, and there's your data set. Okay, here's how you find the median, or here's what the median means. The median number is just the middle number. It's the middle number. It's the number that is in the middle of a data set that has been ordered ascending order. So in this data, if you look at it, it's clear. Well, it should be clear for most of you that 13 is the middle number. Okay, look at the set numbers here. There's 3 on either side. So 13 is the middle number. But if you struggle with this, or if the data set's huge, don't worry. This is the way you can do it. You can cross out the first, then the last. Then you do the same thing. First, then last. First, then last. And whatever number is left, or if there's 2 numbers left, we'll talk about that later, then that is the median. So here I can write median is equal to 13. Okay, once again, you can sort of tell why it's called measures of center. There's a sense that the mean, the mode, and the median gives you some sort of average, common, central value that helps the whole data set to be read. Okay, here's the median, the way to find the median. If we have this scenario here, I know we just found the median, but you'll see why this is important, why we have to do this again. Okay, we're going to order it in the ascending order, just like we did last time. 1, 3, another 3, a 7, a 9, a 10. Oh, that's 15. 10, 12, 15, 19. I'm crossing out the numbers to help me to recognize which numbers I still have left, and there's still a 19 left. Does that help me? Because I crossed numbers out so I can see. Okay. Now, once again, I'm going to use my little trick. First number, last number. First number, last number. First number, last number. First number, last number. Now, here's the problem. I have 2 numbers left, and obviously I can't do first number and last number, cross out the first number, then cross out the last number, because then I wouldn't have any numbers left. So these 2 numbers are what I'm looking at to get the median, okay? The middle number's in there somewhere, but it's 2 numbers. So I need to find the average, or the mean, remember we learned that, average of these 2 numbers. So remember, mean is just 9 plus 10, or it's the sum of all the values, divided by the number of values, which is 2 here. So this is 19 over 2, which is equal to 9.5, or 9.5. Okay, either way, I'll accept all these answers. That would be fine. That's how you find the median, mode, and the mean, median, and mode. So hopefully it's helpful. Please look at this, especially look at median. That will be very helpful for you to be prepared for that. Okay, thank you. Hope you do well. Don't hesitate to ask questions.